Center, non-Kuramoto. Hey. Hi, my name is non-Kuramoto. I'm basically Batman. Like my name is in his theme song. Na 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 Batman. Anyway, Batman. A genius millionaire watches his family get brutally murdered, so he vows to wipe out crime by torturing all criminals he can get his hands on. Okay, that didn't exactly happen to me. My story's more like girl who was forced to blow her sports summer camp counselor before she knew men had penises, and other short, sometimes longer stories, followed by same girl's first boyfriend was also her rapist, and took advantage of her for over a year by telling her things like, I don't feel like I can really talk to you if we haven't had sex yet, and I'm here for you during your panic attack, but I also haven't come yet, so can we take care of that first? She vows to reclaim her dignity and to strip men of their power by milking, literally and figuratively, all penises she can get her hands on. See? Superhero potential. Hold on. Yeah.
What show is this?
Still same show.
Comedy.
Okay. Yeah.
I got the trauma and the drive. After being treated like a worthless sex vessel, I realized that being that worthless sex vessel, if played right, could get guys to do almost anything for me. So instead of being the oppressor, it became my superpower. Instead of becoming vulnerable to sex, I wielded my sexuality as a tool for vengeance. I dated and fucked whoever as long as I was getting something out of it. I showed for a set for a play, Hamilton tickets, you name it. Extra points if I was hurting their feelings.
Bam!
Pow! Woo! Most of the time, I don't even really like sex. It just felt good that I could use it as a power. Growing up, being compared to my beautiful mother and being conditioned to feel inherently inferior to white women and being pitted against ridiculously fetishized versions of Japanese women in America, there's no room for me to feel attractive. So, when people would bend over backwards just for the possibility that I might fuck them, I reveled in it. When I wasn't having sex, my existence felt pointless. A hero without a cape is just a dude. And I didn't feel like Bruce Wayne. I'm more Peter Parker without his spider suit. A non-hero, irrelevant, invisible nerd. So, say hello to your friendly neighborhood mega slut. I racked up my body count to feed my need to feel attractive, powerful, and to convince myself that I was getting my revenge. Shit! I don't know if you caught on to any signs, but emotional connection and vulnerability became less and less my thing in the sex and relationship arena. When a penis becomes a real person, the thought of having sex with them becomes borderline revolting. I feel the need to protect them from this nasty thing that I do, and I want to opt out of tainting them, but my tendency to start our relationships with an aggressive sexcentrism makes it expected, and when I stop cold turkey, the guy builds up sexual frustration and mutates into a supervillain, taking sex and using it against me. Every time I use my mega slut powers, it seemed to make more supervillains emerge and mutate. I blame myself for doing this to them. I feel guilt as I let them take advantage of me. So then, I revert to Mega Slut. When Batman sees the bat signal, he's gotta move. And when I feel vulnerable, I gotta shut that shit down. I need to convince myself that this emotionless sex avenger is who I truly am. And in true vigilante form, all relationships end with me as the bad guy, the slut, the cheater, the advantage taker. Plot twist, I got married. Crazy, right? My pursuit of becoming a full-fledged sex monster was brought to a screeching halt by a person who wanted to write me sonnets and listen to me, who didn't capitalize on my baggage to shove his dick inside me, but instead wanted to carry it with me. Spider-Man had lost all hope in finding love after being disillusioned by his life, and then he met Gwen Stacy. She was the first person he truly fell in love with. And I met my Gwen Stacy. But that also signals me retiring my mega slut suit. The greatest paradox in my decision to commit to monogamy is that I've lost the tools that I had become accustomed to using as a means of feeling attractive, powerful, and worth something. So without it, I can't even fathom why this person would marry me. I'm scared that I've spent so much of my life running away from intimacy that I don't actually know how to love. That there's an inherent design flaw in what I think is being loving. I'm worried that without sex, I don't even know how to network, to get ahead, to become enough. So now I have two demons. The first one is the OG one asking me if I'm sure that I don't need the rush of self-harm that comes from the cycle of fucking and chucking. And the second one is a new level of insecurity with my history, anxiety, and depression as its cheerleader, telling me that I am undeserving of my partner's incredibly patient and generous love, driving me to ask him every day, do you love me? Why do you love me? What do you see in me that's worth your time? You were looking at that girl for way too long. Do you regret having settled for me? But all of your exes are white. Would you still love me if I stopped being able to have sex with you? I just refused sex. Why aren't you mad at me? Do you still love me? I met my Gwen Stacy. And I'm afraid that he is my Gwen Stacy. In a battle with the Green Goblin, Gwen is thrown off the bridge, and Spider-Man stops her fall with his web, but the force of being stopped mid-air is too strong that it breaks her neck and kills her. I'm worried that my spiderweb spun with my obsessive thoughts, testing my partner's patience, is going to break his neck and kill him. But honestly, he's a redhead and all, so he's probably my Mary Jane Watson. Shit, she also dies in the end, doesn't she? Thanks, guys. My name is Kuramoto. Have a great night.